Hello guys, welcome again to a new video. This time we're going to talk about Bitcoin, of course. This video is going to be very short because I want to do something very short technical analysis for Bitcoin. What happened right now with Bitcoin? This price action is not surprising for me because we were talking about this. Well, I was sharing my technical analysis with all of you last week. In my previous videos, I said be careful because potentially we will see something like this, right? So, but the question is, are we in a bear market or not? Technically speaking, of course not. We are not in a bear market. If we see the weekly chart, as long the price is holding the ME55, maybe after 1 month or 2 months here, technically speaking, it should be an other opportunity to buy again, and maybe technically speaking, of course, we can expect maybe a other push to the upside using just price action, of course. But as you can see, weekly chart sometimes is weird. For example, here we are in the second test of MA55 around here. I'm expecting, of course, other bounce, something like this. But for me, this is just speculation. Okay, this price action. This is looking more similar like this. People are bullish, very bullish. Every time when Bitcoin is crashing or dropping, they are buying the dip. As I said, for now, technically speaking, we are in a bull market. But as I said before in my previous videos, I am very careful right now. So let's start with weekly chart. Weekly chart here, as you can see here, I said last week, well, be careful with this because there is no momentum for bulls. Now, this week, any close below $45,000 this week will trigger the sell signal in weekly chart, like here. Yeah, like here. And also, the momentum is already negative, as you can see here. So the pressure is to the downside, not to the upside right now. So what I'm expecting this week, we will see more downside, of course. Maybe other test to $38,000. Okay, around here, this area. I cannot be bearish, technically speaking, based on price action for Bitcoin right now, but I'm cautious, of course, very cautious. Why? Because based on other things I am watching right now, there is a probability, maybe 50-50, we will see Bitcoin breaking down $35,000. If that happens, well, buy bull market. We are in a bear market. I am not expecting something like that will happen this year, to be honest, because this weekly chart. So Bitcoin will be maybe again sideways, maybe other month, other 2 months. In December, we will see, January, I guess, we will see what is the next direction for many for the market actually. But now, I can tell you right now, weekly chart, I will say, is as a new opportunity to buy again here around this area, of course, if we see that. In 1 day chart, of course, this is not something good technically speaking. Finally, Bitcoin is in a downtrend. Remember the rules. As long the price is above the ME55, we are bullish, right? We are looking for longs. As long as the price is below the ME55, we are looking for shorts. So I was taking short actually for $45,000. I closed around 41, and that's it. It's the only thing I did. And now, of course, as you can see here, we can see a bounce. I am expecting maybe in the next 2-3 days we will see a bounce, maybe to 45, potentially yes. I would like to see maybe 4 hours to confirm this. Shorting is very easy. Some people in my group, they were asking me, okay, we need to learn how to short. It's very easy. It's the same thing you are doing. Of course, you are following the system. The same thing you are doing for longs, you have to do it for shorts. So every time when you see the price very close to the ME55, depends on the time frame, is to keep what? Falling. You see? And that's it. It's the only thing we are gonna do. It depends on your time frame, of course, based on the price action. So for now, it's too soon. Honestly, I am expecting sideways, something like this, maybe in the next 24 hours. Potentially, if this is happening. Let me check what volatility. Volatility is orange. Maybe we will see other move. I want to see something like this. Something like this to maybe to call the bottom, potential bottom. But based on this, I think maybe we will see other leg down. The areas, as I said before, as you can see here, the first area is $40,000. And the second one is $38,000. So if you see 1 day chart closing below $38,000, yeah, I am fully bearish, expecting new lows. I am not expecting Bitcoin is going to hold again $30,000. Simple. Yeah. So you are bullish in the market. You want to be bullish in the market. You want to see Bitcoin holding between $40,000 to $38,000 closing basis. I mean, you need to see the close. You could see wicks, something like this, even lower to kill some newbies. But the point is the close. If you see the close below there, yeah, game over. Okay. So for now, technically speaking, I'm looking for shorts. So in 4 hour, if you wanna play this, of course, I am not a financial advisor. I'm gonna tell you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna wait maybe around 24 hours, maybe 1 to 2 days. I wanna see Bitcoin in sideways, and in the moment when I see the bounce, I wanna just enter in short position. Of course, with my system telling me to enter in short position. Of course, this is not a short. The short was here. Very obvious bear divergences here, and actually in 4 hour, you see the TSB, very obvious setup actually, very obvious setup here. Yeah, as I said before, I will enter in short position around here, and I close around here. So for now, I am expecting a bounce. If you are, just let me tell you something. If you are holder, and you say no, Bitcoin to the moon. Maybe in the long term, you will make it, because remember, Bitcoin in macro time frames, like one monthly chart, is an uptrend. So if you bought at $50,000 and you are in panic because maybe Bitcoin will go to zero, of course not. If you are patient enough, I'm sure there is a very high probability you will recover your loss. So as long as you are holding, of course. Now, let's talk about the critical levels for Bitcoin in 1 day chart. 1 day chart for me actually is very important, of course, because based on this, I will take the trades. So now people usually they are buying the dip and they will see to the moon, right? Bitcoin is discount is cheap, but no, of course not. It's not cheap. Why you are thinking this asset is cheap when last year was at $5,000? Tell me, based on what you are thinking Bitcoin is cheap. Because someone tell you it's gonna reach $150,000 or $200,000. Well, let me show you something. The risk and reward from here, 47,000 to 150, is just 2x. Around here, yeah, 2x. Actually, it's not good. It's not good. Do you think market makers they will just buy here at $40,000 to reach 150? No, if they are gonna do it, is because they are holding from here. They are holding because they want to maximize the profits, not just to make the 2x. So based on this, I will say, okay, Bitcoin now is technically in downtrend in 1 day chart. Very good confirmation right now. So in 4 hour, I'm expecting other test to MA55, 44,000, 45,000, of course. And from there to keep falling. As I said before, $40,000, $38,000. If you see $38,000, well, game over. That's it. The next relevant support for Bitcoin after $38,000 is going to be 34, 33, around here. But honestly, as I said, I am not expecting Bitcoin is going to hold again. Maybe we will see a bounce like this one. Yeah. Every time Bitcoin was testing the $6,000 area, test, bounce, test, bounce, test, bounce. And after that, you see every time the bounce was weaker, and finally breakdown. So in this area, I remember very well, many people were thinking, no, Bitcoin finally, you see the strongest support is $6,000. Yeah, you see your strongest support, what happened? No, It's not like that, okay? So that's why I don't like to use support and resistance. In my experience, as I said before, classic technical analysis is not working, okay? How you can use indicators like they were developed 40 years ago to trade Bitcoin? No. It's good if you learn how to do it because you learn classic technical analysis because you should understand what people are doing to not do it. You get it? You cannot do it. Well, it's up to you. In my case, for me, it's useless. The same as patterns and many things like that. But well, never mind. So now, as you can see here, Bitcoin is getting ready, printing a potential hammer. So what does that mean? At least in the next 48 hours, 24, 48, I will say, it depends on 4 hours, I will say maybe other test to the MA55 around 44, 45, and from there, other opportunity to short. I will keep doing that as long Bitcoin is below the MA55. Simple. No more rules, no more indicators, no, that's it. Now, why I'm thinking, this is just speculation, why I'm thinking all this way up, it was a massive bull trend weekly, is very simple. It's because you see one 5-day chart, 5-day chart is very obvious. This is not bullish. Actually, this is very concerning. Very concerning. Here, we are in red. The momentum in TSB, the volume is flat. So what does that mean? In the moment when you see the dark green here, that means $40,000 will break. That's it. $40,000 will break if that happens. As you can see here now, the MA55 in 5-day is testing, actually the price is testing the MA55 5 at $40,000. We see a bounce, perfect, nice, okay. But the point is, bulls, they need to hold $40,000 closing basis at least 1 month or 2 to keep going to the upside. But based on this, I don't think so. And the momentum is super low. So I started some videos about the psychology behind trading. Why? Because I want you to prepare you to be ready for the bear market. Because the bear market is coming and it's very close. And you must be ready. At least the members of this channel and the members of Discord. So now let's talk about other time frames. 3-day chart. As you can see, this is not good. Now you understand, right? So any close tomorrow in the next 24 hours below $43,000, technically speaking, 3-day chart is gonna be bearish, and we are gonna see downtrend. And the most relevant level, $35,000, as you can see. And also the momentum is getting negative. So, and also here as well. So now bulls, I think, honestly, they are in big problems right now. Okay, let's talk about weekly chart. Weekly chart, again, as I said before, this is almost gone. And MA55, if there is a very high probability, maybe this time, MA55 will not hold in weekly chart. I hope so. I hope to be wrong, honestly. But based on my experience, I don't think so. Every time when I see this price action, look at this, what happened. Big shorts. Big shorts here. Every time when the volume is very low in TSB, look at this, big shorts. Yeah, every time. But not just we have this example. We have this one. The momentum was still good. Let me see. We have more examples here. Yeah, we have other example. Something like this. You see the momentum of the TSB is very low here. Maybe you can see it's small, but actually no. Crash. Let me see. From the top, 12%, and the second one here was 40%. Also, the last thing I want to show you, maybe I know maybe it's too soon. I explained this long time ago, but my long-term target for Bitcoin is $10,000. Yeah, I know, maybe you will not believe me, maybe you will say I'm crazy, and maybe you will say whatever. Because many people, when they hear my technical analysis, they call me crazy. But usually when I am right, they say, oh, sorry, you're right after I lost a lot of money. I know. My long-term target is $10,000. I am saying this right now. Why? Because some people, they ask me, hey, what is your long-term target for Bitcoin? Based on the price action right now, if just if let me be clear, if Bitcoin breaks $32,000 closing basis in weekly chart, there is nothing here, nothing here. You see, there is nothing here, nothing to stop Bitcoin to go to $10,000 here, this area. And this is not financial advice. But if I see Bitcoin at $10,000, $9,000, I will go all in. That's it. Simple. No brain. From here, if I see this, it's, oh my God, it's crazy. It's going to be amazing for me. So I am not financial advisor, but this is my personal I'm sharing my personal experience. Okay. So if we see monthly chart here, something like I am expecting to see is Bitcoin in the long term, next year, I'm talking next year, testing the ME55 here, people will enter a long position at $20,000 because the ME55, right? No, I want to see something like this. Yeah, a bear trap. So a massive week here to $10,000, you will see something will happen in the world because it's pretty funny. Every time when something happens in the group, the people start posting bad news, right? But it's very funny. The move happened before and after the news coming, right? So very bad way of trading, right? So you will see something will happen. I don't know, regulators. I don't know. Something will happen here. But this is just speculation based on my experience, okay? It's not technical analysis. If I see this, I'm going to be very happy. But as I said, it's 1 year. 1 year at least, 2022, maybe in all the area of 2022, I am expecting something like this. And 2023, we will see maybe the big buy opportunity for Bitcoin. Because why? Because we are going to respect the uptrend. I am telling you this, why? Because I receive many messages like people are in panic. They don't know what to do with Bitcoin because they bought at $50,000. I don't know why they bought it, and they are asking me. But please understand something. People who bought in 2017 at $20,000, they were losing a lot. People who bought at $13,000 in 2019, almost they lost a lot. Actually, they lost a lot. But in the long term, because the uptrend is because Bitcoin is an uptrend, the trend is your friend. You see, where is the bear market? This is not bear market. It's just corrections. Corrections to keep going upside, 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 and again to go upside. You see? So if you bought at $50,000 and Bitcoin crashed to $30,000, even 10 or 12, 15, if I will be you, I will be super happy. Why? Because I will have other opportunity to accumulate more Bitcoin. Do you see that? So you must try to change your mindset. Okay? When people are bearish, when people are super bearish, is when the time you are bullish. Of course, not bullish just because people are bearish. No, of course, based on your system of technical analysis that support that your bullish bias, maybe yes. But now, of course, here we are not bullish. We are not bullish. Why? Because the technical analysis telling us, A, from here, from here, from here, technically speaking, we cannot be bullish. We are bullish after the correction, not when we see just green candles. You can make money, yes. I'm talking about monthly chart, okay? This is technical analysis for long-term investors because I receive many messages, people asking me. They are in panic technically because they watch some of my videos and they don't know what to do. And second thing is, like, my advice is please learn at least the basic of risk management. One of the reasons why people they are losing money is because they have no idea. They prefer to lose $5,000, $10,000 in the market instead of investing in themselves. How? Training, books, studying, mentors, these kind of things. Believe me, in the long term, it's going to be cheaper than losing $10,000 in the market or more. So now, as I said before, Bitcoin in the long term, technically speaking, is bullish. Of course, the warning signals actually they are showing up right now. So be careful, trade safely. Technically, I mean, this is still good, of course, but I wouldn't be surprised in the next 3 months, instead of what people are expecting $100,000, I wouldn't be surprised if we see first massive drop to keep going to the upside. Okay, this is like, for me, this could be the potential scenario we are watching right now. Why? Because we know the setup is not good. We want to see something like this, accumulation patterns. No, I don't want to see distribution patterns. Okay, why I'm telling you this about Bitcoin, like in the long term expecting something like this, is simple. Because now check, we are gonna study in this video a little bit, just 2 minutes, because I don't want to prolong more this video. The USDT dominance. Now you know the system, right? Okay, tell me, this is bearish or this is bullish? ME55, this ME55, accumulation, and what? To keep going to the upside. Weekly chart, what I told you last week. I said, hey, careful, because this is a buy signal in weekly chart for USDT. If you see breaking ME55 USDT, what is going to happen? A big shot up to the moon, actually, for USDT. So if this week we see the close above ME55, well, now you see what is going to happen. What is going to happen? So now you know what does that mean? Bitcoin is going to break $40,000 and maybe $38,000, and we will see maybe 33, 34, even lower. Be careful with this. Okay? So this is bullish. Of course, you want to be bullish in Bitcoin. You want to see this, and you want to see this price getting rejected. I mean, USDT and getting rejected from this level. But it looks like it's not. No, actually, no. Actually, oh my God! In 1 day chart, this is a breakout. Remember, testing the MA55 to keep falling. Breakout, testing the MA55 again to what? To keep going to the upside. And from there, the trend is your friend. So what is going to happen in the long term? You see? So, well, now you know why I'm bullish on weekly chart for USDT. So what does that mean? In simple words, people are cashing out from alts, crypto, in general, all the crypto market. They are moving out from altcoins and they are cashing out to stable coins. In this case, USDT. Simple, okay? So that's why you must be careful. If you are holding and you are gone there, it's almost the same for me, but well. And also, let's talk about the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance here. Bitcoin dominance in weekly chart is still in sideways here, confirming the support, of course. So let me see here. Yeah, super obvious. Be careful with this. Obvious bullish divergence in weekly chart and momentum. And when we see the slope getting positive, well, you see. I don't know. Just, I'm sharing with you my technical analysis, please. If you get wrecked, well, it's because you didn't follow this channel in this video. Well, so now all the altcoins are bouncing. As you can see, people are still greedy, right? Buy the dip. But now my rule is I will never trade altcoins, at least for holding for a long time, when I see Bitcoin in downtrend. You know why? Because now Bitcoin is bouncing. Yes, perfect. Okay, let's see what 1 hour. Perfect. 1 hour is very obvious. MA55 to what? Keep going to the outside. So many altcoins, if you see 1 day chart, tell me, are they bullish Of course not. This is not, I'm not going to buy this. No. So you are thinking, okay, should I buy now Bitcoin or altcoins? No, they are, no. Why? No. Of course, your time frame, maybe weekly chart is looking better, but in one day chart, of course not. I will never buy there. If I want to buy, for example, Dash, actually I took my loss here, I stop loss here, is because I see the price getting rejected here, and finally breaking here, testing, and from here, I'm going to buy. So it will take maybe some weeks. So the only coin I am looking for long positions is Solana. Is the only one. Only one. I did my homework, and all of them, they are very bad. But Solana is the only one I'm looking for potential long positions or buying in a spot. Let me show you why. Solana, in one day chart, is testing the MA55, MA40 here, this level. So that means if I am right with Bitcoin and Bitcoin drops out here, the next buy opportunity for Solana is going to be very close to the MA55, around 100, 110, even lower, a little bit lower, better. And the reason is because Solana is in a normal correction of an uptrend. This is uptrend, okay? This is not downtrend. And as you can see here, when you see the monitor here in TSB, maybe next week, something like this, Solana is gonna be something like this, in sideways, between 100, 110 to 120, and here I am expecting to see maybe accumulation pattern. Why? Because Solana in weekly chart in other time frames is bullish in all of them. It's the only coin right now. Maybe you have other one, I couldn't find it. Like is respecting the MA55 and is respecting actually the price action is holding very well, actually very good. So in short term, as you can see here, this is just up downtrend in 4 hours. The signal is below zero. Of course, there is no momentum for the bulls. So every time one is bouncing to keep falling, bouncing to keep falling, and here is where I am expecting a very strong bounce around 110, between 110 to 90, around there, all this area. Of course, this is for spot. Of course, I will never trade this with average because Solana is very young and is very volatile. So be careful with that. Okay, now let's start with the last topic here, SP500. Impressive what happened, right? But it's very funny because in my previous video, I said, hey, be careful because now you know what is going to happen with traditional markets, right? We have this signature here, 1, 2, 3 strikes, and we have this massive run from 2020, and the momentum even is negative right now here, remember? This is the chart. I did this chart last week, and now what is happening? All the market, technically speaking, now is correcting, of course. So in the long term, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the SP500 at $4,000. Also, there is something I didn't tell you, I didn't share here in this channel, but the momentum, pay attention for this, the momentum for the stock market, actually a big move is coming. Why? Look at this, the slope is horizontal here. So any close this month below 40,350, we will see other sell signal in monthly chart. Of course, I'm not saying the market is gonna crash, of course not, but I am expecting sideways like this for maybe other 3 or 4 months, and finally a correction. Sideways here, even worse here because we have bear divergences here, and finally crash. So this is telling me next year, 2022, it's not going to be good for the markets. So the worst scenario, well, the best scenario, I am expecting maybe sideways here for maybe 3 or 4 months, and from there, other crash. I'm not saying like 2020 March, but something like that. I am expecting something like that. But don't get me wrong, this is to keep going to the upside because the trend is your friend, and the SP100, 500, sorry, is an uptrend. So every time when it stands in the mid-55, to what? To buy more. So if you are looking for the next big opportunity for Bitcoin, altcoins, and all the things, I think the next bear market is gonna be your opportunity to do it. But of course, if you know how to do it. So, well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support in Patreon, and also you wanna share this video. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and see you next time.